up, guys? We are back with another Glow Diaries video, and in this one we are going to be doing a glow receipt. So if you watch my short form videos like on TikTok, etc., this is not a session, this is a series I started basically where I'm checking out beauticians, hairstylists. I'm still worried about the hairstylists, but estheticians, the whole 9 yards, in my state, in different states, and one day hopefully different countries, to see what's tea. So I got my nails done a couple weeks ago by this one girl. We're not gonna name her. If you want to see the video on her, you can go see it on my TikTok. I was honest, I didn't beat her down, but I left feedback, and she was sore about the feedback. Oh well. And so I need a fill-in, and a lot of nail techs, they won't do work over other work, but I did find this one nail salon. First of all, they had a TikTok, which not many nail salons do, and their works look really good. They do toes, like the acrylic on the toes, which usually nail salons do. It's harder to find nail techs that do that. So I'm gonna check them out today, and we're gonna be getting my birthday nails done. So I'm gonna record the entire experience. If you want to just see a shortened version, you can see it on my TikTok, but the video ended up being so long, I was like, this is better for my YouTube, and then I'll just leave snippets on my, short form platforms. So buckle up, sit down, get a snack, do whatever you gotta do to watch this video. Let's go. So the place that I'm going to is called Tony Nails Aurora, and like I said, I found them on TikTok. I haven't had any experience with their customer service yet. I'm sure that will come once I'm actually in the shop. It says Aurora, but it's like a 30-minute drive, so I don't know what type of Aurora that is, but whatever, I digress. So yeah, I'm basically going to be getting a fill-in, going to be getting my nails shorter, and I'm teetering between getting a red French tip, or there was this French tip that I saw that was super cute, but it was like a design type. So we're gonna see what I end up getting on my nails. Y'all will find out. And then my toes, I already have a tip on my big toe. I'm gonna get a rebase on that, or a fill-in. It used to be called a rebase. Back in my younger days, it was called a rebase. A fill-in on my big toe. And then I'm also going to get tips put on my other toes. That's what I asked the other nail tech for the last time. And she's like, oh, well, you don't need it. But what did I ask for? What did the client ask for? Yeah, okay, cool. So that's basically what I'm getting done. Let's stop yapping and let's get into it. We made it. Walk-ins welcome. They better, because I just drove here for 40 minutes. Here's our info. So this is how my nails look right now. You can see definitely need of a rebase. So could be better, but not that bad. I'm just gonna quick video my toes. Just gonna. Time to get into the final tea of my appointment. It's the next day. I'm exhausted, but let's get into it. So these are my nails, and literally when I say these are the most gorgeous nails I've ever had, these are the most gorgeous nails I've ever had. Like, I'm in love with them. I hope they last until my birthday. Yeah, so there's that. Customer service, I would say it wasn't anything amazing or special. I would say not applicable, because I mean, they weren't rude, but also they did, well, the guy who did my nails, he did give me a water, and he really did his best to make my design how I wanted it to be. And this time I wasn't sitting down and taking it, because usually people be they don't say nothing, they just okay, this is fine, and they end up painting their nails. I was like, no, can you move that here? Can you move that there? So I guess I'll say customer service is a 10 out of 10. The lady who did my toes was pissing me off. Actual amount of what I pay, like my bang for my buck. Absolutely freaking ridiculous, like absurd ridiculous. So I got a full set on my toes. Like I told you guys, I already had tips on my big toe. I just wanted tips on the other toes, and then I got a French tip on my toes. And it pisses me off if I ask you what the price is going to be before I sit down in the chair. Don't sit here later and be like, oh, $5 more, $7 more. No, because now you starting to piss me off. So I told her I already had French tip on my toes, and she was like, how do you want your toes? Because I showed her this nail design, and she's like, okay, you want your nails like that, what do you want for your toes? I said the exact same as it is right now, French tip on my toes. She's like, oh, okay. She told me the price. So she starts doing my toes, and she goes to paint the whole toe white. Nothing pisses me off more than a white toe. No, I know a lot of girls are like, white toe, that's ugly. In my opinion, it's ugly, and it gets dirty fast. It's just not cute. It doesn't do anything for me. So she goes to paint the whole, I was like, I don't want my whole toe white. You just took off a French tip on my toes. Why are you painting my whole toe white when I told you I want a French tip on my toes? She's like, oh, that's going to be $7 more. So now you're pissing me off. So altogether my toes, they were $62. And then my nails, they originally told me they were going to be $70, but when the lady rang me up, she said $60, and I was like, yeah. And so I already had in my mind how much I was going to pay. So, and this is the thing with places and nail salons, stuff like that. They want to upcharge. Okay, well, your upcharge is biting into your tip. Point blank period. Like, if it's an expensive place. My thing is, if I go to like a fancy restaurant and I have in mind that I'm going to pay a lot of money, I'm still going to tip really well. I'm still going to tip that 20%. But if I go to a nail salon where nails should not be that much, and I even looked up their services beforehand, so really they were pulling these prices out of their behind, then your tip is going to be pulled out of whatever I told myself I'm going to pay. So I told myself I'm paying $140, and I paid $140. But because she told me my nails were $60 instead of $70, and then my toes were $62, do the math. I'd like to also add that the total price did not include a manicure or a pedicure. That was simply just getting my nails done. The bang for your buck is in hell. In hell. Probably won't be going back there again. He did do a really good job on my nails. But also I drove like 40 minutes to get there. So it's like all that stuff combined. That was pretty much my experience at Tony's Nail Salon, Tony's Nail Bar, whatever it's called. Is it necessarily a bad place to go? No, but just like, it was really the price. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend that it is my dream to travel the world and do so fashionably. This is another installment of the Glow Receipt, basically giving you the what's what on beauticians, estheticians, nail techs, apparently now nail salons in my state, in different states, and one day in different countries. We gonna get down to the bottom of it. Okay, the other girl, she can't handle criticism well. I didn't say anything like otherworldly. I didn't beat her down. I just gave her criticism. She can handle that. Oh well, on to the next person. As a business owner, you're going to have to take criticism at some point in time. And if you can't take that, then maybe you shouldn't be a business owner. But now that was some harsh criticism. Talk to you guys later. Bye.